Hello guys, and welcome to episode 11 of my Orsha campaign in Steel Division 2, playing on the Axis side. Today we are going to be potentially attacking their front line in a sort of counter-offensive. There's a few places that we could potentially attack. A lot of you guys have been suggesting that I attack the AA regiments, but personally I feel like that's a pretty bad idea. We don't want to weaken our flanking units at the moment, and I don't think people realise that the AA regiment stop my aircraft getting involved, but doesn't stop their aircraft getting involved. So if I were to attack with infantry units, it's quite likely that they'll just bring in bombers, and my mortars that I'm trying to use to break down the AA will just destroy us. So that's really not the best idea. However, I did spot an opportunity to take out the 517th Independent Tank Regiment here with the 2nd Battalion of the 119th. I will leave a little gap in the front line, but it can be filled by the 3rd Battalion. So let's go ahead and do that. It will be a quick auto-resolve, blow up that regiment. It also pushed back the AA regiment there. I think that was setting up its AA net, so that's pretty good. And we'll move these guys forwards to fill up that gap. Next turn I can make them dig in. That's all good. This 119th Panzergren Regiment HQ section, I think what I'm going to do is move it up in between all of these units so that can reinforce whenever it needs to. That actually has 10 of the SDKFZ 10-4s, which is really useful to have. And actually mentioning that, I could probably get AA. Do these have AA? Yeah, they do. So I could get maybe the 35th Panzergren Regiment to shift over towards this AA regiment. Then have my AA sort of support my mortars in an attack onto the AA. That would work, because then if they brought in fighters, bombers, whatever, we can protect ourselves, whereas our fighters and stuff wouldn't usually be able to get involved. So that's good. We'll move the 35th Panzergren Regiment in there. Maybe a bit too close for comfort, actually. They might be able to initiate on that unit now, but these would both be able to reinforce, so that's not a big issue. Okay, other offensive operations, potentially in the middle. I don't think we can do so here because these guys can reinforce. Wow, look at that. 36 120mm mortars. That would be way more. They'd get 50% more. So they'd have, what, an extra 13 on top? 49 mortars? Oh my, that sounds like a bad time. But yeah, if we were to attack one of these, they've got plenty they can pull in phase B. Actually, maybe the one on the top side, the AA regiment itself, actually, that's routed. Maybe we can hit that. Okay, those guys could be called in phase A. And so could these guys. I mean, there's potential there, actually, for us to mortar our way through it. We can always bring in the Martyrs to help us out a little bit. Do these have AP shells? They do. Alright, that could be a bit risky then. Because we're not going to be able to use our Air Force. So we'd have to just straight up rely on infantry pushing forwards alongside the 81mm mortars. I guess it's not so bad that we do have 3 20mm. But depending on the side of the map, that might not be enough. I could also actually call in the 293rd Heavy AA Battalion to help with that attack. That would help us push out here. And then, following that, if this one gets involved, assuming it will, then I can probably push on to the 1st Battalion of the 75th. Maybe we make this attack. That would open up the potential for an attack on from the 1st 215th onto the 25th Guard Self-Propelled Artillery Regiment, I think. Yeah, because that would call in these guys. Although, actually, maybe I could do that attack first, because this one I could bring in aircraft. And they would bring in these, or their own aircraft. Maybe I could try and bring in their own aircraft to this fight. If aircraft are brought into this fight, then we can maybe attack the AA regiments. That would unlock a lot of stuff to do. Okay, it looks like we found our way to be aggressive, which might please a few of you. Alright. Let's think about that. We'll probably have to bring in the close support wing. I might also have to bring the fighters along, just in case. We could probably get away with killing all of the artillery with just our aircraft, whilst the infantry take the ground. So bringing in 2 air regiments might be a good idea. I'm not going to have a chance to use them here due to this AA anyway. And they'll recover points for the end of the turn, I think. So let's try this one anyway. We can always play without Air Force if we need to at the end of the turn. We'll bring in the close support wing, and we'll jump into a tactical battle. What are they going to bring? Okay, they are bringing both of the artillery there. That's fantastic. They didn't actually bring in their aircraft though, which is unfortunate. I was hoping we might be able to shoot them down. Maybe I shouldn't have brought the fighters so that they brought their own aircraft. I don't know. Either way, we'll jump in. We'll destroy these regiments. It will be all good. So since this is an attack, it looks like it's going to be a breakthrough. Interesting. And a lot of their stuff will be from the start, so I guess we're just going to get some of our gun run planes going, and then we'll walk forwards with some infantry. So we'll just grab some Schützen, and yeah, we'll just push up with those, because all of the artillery will be deployed further back. I don't think they have fortifications, so yeah, we should be fine to do this. Although I'm not sure, one thing I'm not sure about is whether or not the Su-76s are part of this battle. Don't think they are. No, they're not. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so we'll just spread out some units, make sure that we are pushing the front line forwards, and that should be fine. We'll just have these move up and unload, and then they can walk from where they are. Okay, we'll just bring in stuff where we need it. Otherwise I'm just going to save the points. Let's see what we find. Yeah, just as I thought. Although they're deployed further forwards than I thought they would be. It seems as though they're all kind of retreating, which is odd. Anyway, that's 4 artillery pieces that we're going to take care of very quickly. Now I could go for a total victory, but I think what would be better in this case is probably just destroying all of the artillery guns. Just wiping out the regiments entirely would be better, I think. Alright, let's shift that one over to the right a bit more. The absolute turkey shoot for the Ju-87s again. You'll love to see it. Easy kills. Any infantry we do find, gonna get killed very quickly. Because the Schützen, they're just so good at range. I could actually bring in the Kiev Z4s to kind of try and find some stuff for us, but just bring in a few more units to spread across the front line. Good eye Razudka there. Unfortunately, he didn't kill those before they unloaded. That's a relatively strong squad. If we can get up on the hill. Ooh. Maybe my recon can get the shots off. That's unfortunate. Alright, we're going to have to make sure we're hitting the ones that are firing. Of course, we don't want them to fire. Let's just try and hit the truck first. Because if we can kill them before they unload, that's just like a free kill. Okay, never mind. Okay, we might be winning a little bit too quickly here. I might have to fall back, honestly. I don't want to win this quickly. We want to make sure that we got all the time in the world to destroy these artillery pieces. Oh, some busy VOD there. Gonna have to strafe those. Actually, I guess it would be better to bomb them, but never mind, too late. Too late. Yeah, we'll just let them have those points back so it's equal. There we go, it goes to 27 minutes. Perfect. Yeah, we'll keep it at 50-50, that way we can always win. Might just get that one to finish off the 122mm there. Come on, some direct hits, that's what we want. Nice, perfect. And this one too. Oh, I didn't turn in time. That's a shame. Alright, that one's dead. Good stuff. Oh, that killed the truck, but unfortunately not the unit inside. I need to get the latest recon to just move across and find any units that have been placed down. Like this one. Because I can hit them with the bombers. Kill them in pretty much one hit. Schützen should be fine there. It's all good. Okay. Alright, we're capturing too many objectives again. Let's move this guy back. Now, once they unload, that's a good thing because they stay still, so we can bring in the bombers on top of them. Easy kills. Right, that one's nearly out of fuel, I think. We can speed this up as well because it's relatively slow at the moment. Alright, I want to keep buying the ones with the 250kg bombs. Go ahead and take out that 122mm. Oh, there's two next to each other there, that's perfect. Make sure we're hitting this one. Yep, all good. Perfect. Right, none have reloaded yet. That should be 2 kills there though. Perfect. Come back across for this one. And then we'll speed it up by another bomber. And that's just 2 together there as well. This one can be strafed because it keeps moving. Let's buy another bomber. I've still got these guys too far forwards. I just need to drop like 1 more objective. I'm going to check the far left side just in case we've missed one. But we're going to have to keep eyes on the one that's being strafed so that it actually dies. Let's bring in our other recon to fly across, and this one can circle over the top of the one in the town. We can bring these in behind the recon. Strafe any we find. It's still phase A, so they do have more to bring in. Tempted to bring up the KFZ4s just so that we can see the spawn points. Might actually be a useful use of Raycon for once, which is quite nice. Because we don't want to push the front line, and recon units don't. So we've actually got a practical application for them, which is perfect. The only issue is if they come across any infantry, they're dead, because they don't survive very long. So I think I'm just going to buy in bombers from now on. Just so that we can one-shot any units we find. Here we go. Perfect. And they're going to have quite a lot of those. So I'm going to have them hover over on that side. I do have another recon that can hover over here. Oh, look at them all come in. They're just like riding up the roads. They are motorized. They are able to move themselves. That is rather amusing though, seeing them train in like that. Okay, there's some units on the left side as well that we're going to have to deal with. At least we can see all of those. I'm probably going to bomb the center one. This one doesn't really matter, we'll just bomb the one in front. And I guess I'll hit the one behind with the gun runs. Okay. I guess I'm going to have to hit the one in front as well. We lost our recon. Alright, let's move the recon over to the right. Bring in these ones to bomb those. Okay, and we'll just fly across for now. Or did this one lose its target? I guess it did. Hasn't dropped its bombs yet. Same with this one. Yeah, that is fine. Let's bring that one over to kill that one. Let's make sure the Ju-87 recon is in place. Okay, get my recon over this side as well. Probably best not to have them bomb randomly. I'll keep them in the sky there, and they can bomb whatever the recon spots. Perfect. Another poor day to be an artilleryman, huh? That one's gone. Good. So go over to the other side. Oh, there's another one there. Okay, perfect. I need to continue to spot that. And I can bomb it. Oh, there's loads of them there. There's 3 of the A-22s. Or A-19, sorry. I wonder if that killed all of them. It'd be good if it did. I feel like they might still be alive though. No, looks like they're all gone. It's good. Alright, I think it's time to just finish this. We'll just start marching forwards. Now, we would technically have to kill the infantry as well in order to win by killing the regiments, so I don't know. There's definitely one here. Well, what I mean by win is like destroy the enemy regiments entirely. Obviously we're still going to win. It's just I'd like to kill every single unit in these battalions just so that we don't have to deal with them in the future. It will definitely weaken their front line. Let's just say command the unit. I'll probably kill the one on the hill soon. Maybe I can push like a total defeat, I don't know. Probably not total, maybe major in the time we have left. Right, as soon as the STGs open up, easy pickings in the open. And there's even a strafing run coming in as well, but not needed, they're already dead. Alright, well, lovely. Alright, we're gonna bump into them shortly, I'm sure. There they are. And they are very dead as well. Okay, good. That's going to be a major defeat for the enemy, so they're at least going to be routed, which is good, if not destroyed. It's a job well done. Shame they didn't bring their aircraft, but can't do anything about that, sadly. Just going to bomb these areas where they could be. Oh, never mind. Too late. 16 minutes, 50 seconds. No losses. Good stuff. Loads of artillery killed. Perfect. Actually perfect. Okay, so they didn't bring in any aircraft, so that means we're probably not going to be able to attack their AA regiments, but I'm tempted to still make the attacks on the front line here. Actually, maybe I could attack this regiment. Ooh. Yeah, these guys wouldn't be able to be pulled in, and if they do technically reinforce, they will lose their action points. Is there a way I could attack those? I could use the 178th Tank Destroyer Battalion. That would be the best one to use. Yep. That actually called in their aircraft. Okay. Now, that means we can probably attack the AA regiments, but before we do that, I think we're going to make an attack here. If I do this, I'll be able to call these guys in Phase A and one of the other regiments. And we won't have to face off against the AA regiment itself, it would just be these guys. So maybe what we do is we just push for like a really fast win. Like a total defeat. Just ride our men into the sunset, go take all of their reinforcement points, and voila. The only issue is that they are, of course, going to have Razvedka sat around, so they will ambush our units. But our elite troops are pretty damn good. I guess it depends on the map, we'll see. I'm probably going to be quite aggressive with this fight, but we're definitely going to do it. Shame those guys we can't party. There's no bombardment in range, is there? None of these have enough action points. Okay. Yeah, so we'll do this one. I'm going to need something to fill that hole, so I think we're probably going to end up bringing in units for the 78 Sturm if we're going to start breaking out in the centre. It's like they're just bouncing off us and then we're just making these counter-attacks. What could I bring in to reinforce? Probably this 175th Assault Regiment. Because after this attack, these guys won't have action points, so I won't need any reinforcements for the 1st Battalion. I guess we could also bring in the Tank Destroyer Battalion in Phase C. Just to give us some more oomph, I guess, in case things go wrong. I don't think they will, but I think this is okay, because this will remove probably action points from the units nearby as well, I'm thinking. And most of them will be dead anyway. Alright, let's tactical battle. This is going to be an interesting one. I think it will just play out like they can't hold the front line and we will just win very quickly. But if it doesn't, then it could get rough. We'll see. Alright. So we only have 20 points in Phase A as well, that's the other thing. Maybe we put a mortar down on each side as well, just so that if we spot anything we can hit it with mortars ASAP. Yeah, they only reinforce with one of the battalions, and that's the 16th Guards Rifle Corps with all of the mortars. So we're literally just going to come up against a ton of mortars at the start. I just realised that. That's going to be pretty rough. Okay. And yeah, we're just bringing Schützen. We're just going to have to basically get on top of the mortars with our infantry. I'm probably just going to use Schützen for the most part because we can engage them from range. The SVTs will probably give them away and then we'll just pin them down with machine guns. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, that's all of our points. Let's just push in for now. We are going to be like constantly on the move as well, so those mortars actually might not be too effective. Just going to make sure. Relatively aggressive here. Not too aggressive. Because they can deploy anywhere here. Alright, that should do. Alright, speed things up. See how far we get. Very risky just ploughing out the roads because they will ambush us with bazookas. I'm probably going to unload these. We'll have them attack move through. These ones are making plenty of ground, so that's okay. Those can push up, that can push up. We unload this and push up. I think here we unload and push. Okay, that's all good. Make sure we mortar that. That is mortar of itself. Let's just move forwards this 81 mil until we see something. And we need to just keep bringing in more Schützen to reinforce us anywhere we can, really. That has already been cleared. Unload these and push them up now. Alright, as soon as we've done that we need to move, because they're just going to counter battery like almost immediately, I reckon. I think the mortars are going to be the things holding the line, actually. A bunch of trucks coming in here. Are those going to be mortars? Surely not. That would probably just be like the two-man recon squads or... maybe NKVD. That's probably what they are. Yeah, probably NKVD. Maybe we can kill them before they unload. Well, that's fine. Yeah, the Schützen are perfect at this sort of push because we're pushing in the open. And if anything actually ends up attacking us, we just mow it down. Gotta make sure we keep the push up and don't stop. If we stop, we turn into a big old arty target, which is no fun. I'm glad mortars can't like direct fire. Imagine how obnoxious that would be. Like the 2-inch mortars. That would be rough. There's definitely infantry here somewhere, so that's why I'm bringing the Sturmschützen to help out. Right, that's dead before it even unloaded. Perfect. We spotted that mortar over there, but it's out of range. Okay, we need to kind of win before phase B if we can. Actually, I just realized there is phase C reinforcements. One of these, I think the 16th Guards Rifle Corps is a phase C reinforcement. We gotta win before phase C, which actually isn't too bad when we think about it. I'm probably gonna mortar these. These two should be fine. Okay, let's just keep going. Unload those, push that forwards. Just keep going. Perfect. Was that my mortar that did that? No, the Schützen just wrecked him. Okay. I'll take it. Razvedka versus Schützen. Razvedka, they do have 2-star veterancy, but then again so do our Schützen, so not the end of the world. Even at close range, I think we still win this quite dramatically. There's quite a lot of them though. Oh, maybe not against Razvedka as well. That's rough. We might lose a unit here. Mortar, please. Need to get off that hill ASAP, otherwise you're very dead. Need to get those out of there and replace them. Okay, all of these need to keep pushing. Like we bumped into a concentration of units there though. Alright, these are fine. Let's keep pushing up. Just basically using attack move orders to push everybody forwards at the same time. As you can see. I might even move these out in the open. I think that's okay. Just gonna make sure we mortar the crap out of those Razvedka. Cool. We are winning quite significantly, only 5 minutes actually until victory, which is nice. Those are moving towards us. They actually moved out of cover, so the Schützen are gonna wreck them. It's perfect. I probably want to move these. Surprised we haven't come under any mortar fire as of yet. I don't necessarily want to jinx myself though, because no doubt that's what's going to happen. They're going to start just smashing us with mortars. It looks like they're all deployed further back and they're not getting any targets, so that's great. Okay, 18-6, that's a major defeat for them, which gives us, well, makes them rout basically, which is good. I don't care very much about destroying the 16th Guards Rifle Corps, because I'm more concerned about destroying the routed units that they will leave undefended. if we do this, so there we go. Well, it looks like my Schützen have managed to get to the mortars. So we're going to kill a few of them, but we've only got 2 minutes left at the moment. Alright, there's going to be some infantry in here somewhere, I think. Oh, total defeat. 1 minute. That's good. Look at all of these mortars. Oh dear. Yeah, just keep moving, guys. Just keep moving. If you guys ever want to play against the AI, which have a lot of mortars, just keep moving your men. And they will struggle to get on target. As long as they just keep moving. As soon as you stop, that's when you're going to take hits. That's why I'm even moving my mortars. I managed to catch out that mortar as well. Nice. I mean, if we can do a lot of damage to these mortars, that's always a good thing as well. I'll take it. Killing mortars all day long. Alright, well, that was a pretty successful battle, if I do say so myself. 10 seconds left. Yep, that went down very quickly. Job done. 8 minutes. 25 kills, 0 losses. Very good. Alright, so glad I noticed that. Ooh. Not a fan of where the regiments went though. What's going on there? That's awkward. That's very awkward. Why did my 195th leapfrog the 2nd battalion? Also, they lost their dug-in status. Okay. Well, we're going to do this one. They can't be defended now, so they're gone. And that's also going to break the AA net for them. I'm going to have to move my forwards though and set up a new AA net. Okay. Maybe worth moving these into the gap for now so that that can't push in. We've done a lot of damage. This regiment can attack us back, but would have to hit the dug-in 1st Battalion of the 195th. And since there's no AA net, we can bring in aircraft to stop them. So that is absolutely fine. Nice, we've just absolutely crushed their centre. And we're making the spearhead counter-attack through the centre. I do need some more regiments to kind of fill the gap. So I think we're going to go for the 70H term. I might just bring in the reserves. This assault division has a lot of Aufklärer. And a lot of Spähtrupp. There's also 36 Ersatztruppen. That's a crazy HQ section. Wow. Got some SDK Z104s. We got a flak 20mm in there. I mean, I guess it is reserves, but still. No Sturmschützen. Or actually we could go for these guys. These guys might be better to bring in. Just because they're stronger at defending. Since they have the AA available and they've also got Schützen which can engage at longer ranges. Otherwise, we may as well save and bring in the reserve or something like that. Oh, the AOK reserve. But I don't want to save. I think I'm going to bring in these guys. They can zoom forwards and help us hold the line in the center as we push up. And I'm tempted to move these up and then maybe send a regiment with some AA to the top side. Because then we can hit this AA regiment. Although, yeah, they did bring in their aircraft before. I'm not sure if they would bring them in if we went for these attacks, because we could easily kill the AA if they don't bring in aircraft. So much to think about. It's like sort of solving a big old puzzle. That's what it feels like. It feels like I'm playing a puzzle game, and I'm trying to find the weaknesses in this front line to exploit. Yeah, taking out the AA regiments I think is possible, but unfortunately, guys, it has been my time, and I am going to leave it here. In the next episode, I'll probably make these attacks onto the AA regiment, see what happens. Maybe we'll have aircraft come in, maybe not. And then we're going to be setting up our defenses in the centre again, in hopes that we don't get counterattacked really hard and lose. They've got a lot of regiments to get through here now, and the rest of our front line is absolutely a-okay, so we should be absolutely fine. But yeah, some good moves made, plenty of regiments destroyed. We didn't end up destroying this 245th individual high power artillery group, or independent, sorry, but we did destroy the one next to it, the one down here, and they're gone. Alright, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.